So, Southpaw versus Orthodox fighting stance, and how to change between them. This is for you guys, since the phone's flipped, it's gonna look backwards, but I'm in Orthodox right now. Okay, now Orthodox versus Southpaw, right? Now Southpaw is when your right hand's in front. Now there's pros and cons to each one depending on what your opponent's doing and whether or not you understand how to throw your strikes and defend from each position. But really, the southpaw fighter is at a disadvantage because with their fighting, because most people are Orthodox fighters, when they throw this body jab, their face is open for the two of their opponent. Okay, they're going on the inside instead of when you're an Orthodox fighter and you're fighting another Orthodox fighter, right? You're going to the body and you're on the outside of their strikes. Okay, their jab goes over you, and you have all their body open. You can step off to the side, hit these, right? Take someone down, whatever it is that you want to do. But there's pros and cons to each stance depending on what your opponent's doing. So think about that when you're picking which stance is right for you, but then also try to switch between them. Try to learn how to throw, 1, 2, 3, 4 from Orthodox and from Southpaw. 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can get used to being in both. And another note is that a lot of people train in one stance only. So when they do end up in Southpaw, they have to go back to Orthodox. And that, number one, slows you down because you don't understand, your brain isn't clicking when you're in here that you can also strike from here, right? And so you're taking time during the fight to switch back to where you're comfortable instead of just, taking off and switching back mid-strike, because now you have the ability to transition. Right? So it's kind of a superpower, but it can also be a detriment because if you're switching stances too much, you can get caught with takedowns. You can get caught with openings that you didn't see because you might have dropped your guard when you switch stances, right? You might have dropped your guard. Now your face is open right here for a right hook. You have a lot of stuff going on when you're switching stances. So if you're not actively having active feet, active hands, and active head when you're switching stances, then you might be setting yourself up for failure, and you might have just ruined the whole interaction for yourself, the whole conflict for yourself, because you didn't know that you should move your head and your hands and your feet when you're switching stances, not just your feet, not just your legs. Because the fighting is a full body movement, so treat each part like it's connected. Okay, when this is going, the whole body's going. When you're moving your feet, the whole body's going. Right, the whole body's going when you're switching stances, when you're coming in, doing all the extra stuff. Right, like the whole body's moving. So just think about the application of the stance switch as a full body movement. As a full body, okay, my body's over here, now my body's over here. You're just changing the angle from which you're attacking, okay?